Hey coaches, Thomas here from MyCoach Ai, and in this quick video today, I want to show you how you can layer and stack different programs onto a client schedule. Super important feature. It's going to allow you to save a lot of time and essentially craft client schedules and craft their experience very, very quickly. So you can save a lot of time on it while still being really custom wherever needed and crafting personalized experiences. Now, this, of course, has everything to do with programs. To just remind you, programs are really the building blocks for our client schedules. So they are, in the same way, in a sort of calendar style view, where you can lay out any workout splits, automations, tracking, and much more, even content that's dripped out over time. And you can build these in these templates that we call programs. They can then super easily be leveraged with clients across the board by assigning those templates, those programs, to client schedules. But something really important to note is that you can use multiple at the same time and layer them on top of each other, have them run consecutively very, very easily. And that's going to allow us to take different building blocks and different templates that we have built and combine them to make awesome client schedules. So to give an example, if we go to a certain client here, let's take John as an example. His schedule is nice and empty. And what we find at the top of his daily schedule is the program timeline. And this is what we're going to be using to layer and stack on these programs. So I'm going to go to the right here that says add program. And the first thing we're going to do perhaps might be adding their workout split. So I'm just going to have this start this upcoming Monday, the 17th here. I'm going to continue and I'm going to find my bodybuilding show prep phase 2 program and simply click it to assign. And now we can see in the program timeline that it begins in 3 days. And when we look at the schedule, we can see that those items that we built on that template have now been copied over to this client schedule. We see here that it's assigned to that program. But now perhaps as a next step, I want to add a little bit more to this particular client's schedule. So maybe I, for example, have an educational course on nutrition that I also want this client to follow, maybe while they're on that bodybuilding show prep phase 2. Right? So I'm going to go add program again in the same spot. Instead of this upcoming Monday, I'm going to select to start this 1 week later. So the educational program kind of kicks in the second week of the workout splits and such. Continue again, and I'm going to find my nutrition course, 2 weeks of educational material, and I'm going to assign this as well. And as we can see, we have now stacked and layered these two programs, but they are combined on the client schedule. So now if we look, we can see that his split and everything starts here on this upcoming Monday. And then the week after that, we see that the educational material kicks in as well. So it's combined now on the schedule. And we can take this as far as we want. If we also have a messaging automation sheet that we want to start maybe even today, messaging automations, assign that as well. And boom, assigned on the program timeline. It is also combined on the schedule. And you can do this with a bunch of different building blocks. Now, we do recommend you keep it somewhat simple, like maybe 2 or 3, but however many you need to craft a really cool client experience directly on the schedule, you can take these different building blocks, add them to the schedule. They can run, like I mentioned, on top of each other, so simultaneously or consecutively, because it's also very easy to say, hey, a certain program ends in 14 days. Let me go add a program that starts in 14 days, and now you have something that runs consecutively. You can keep track of all of that here on the program timeline to exactly see what is active, what starts in amount of days, or what ends at what moment. You can even load ended programs here above, so you can see what was previously completed. Super quick and efficient way to craft client experiences right on their schedule using all of the templates that you've built before. And once you have a couple really cool templates set up with your programs, it's going to make it super easy for you to craft those experiences and craft those schedules very quickly, while still keeping things super custom where needed. All right. Hope that helped. For more info on the MyCoach Ai system, if you're just watching this and you're not part of our system yet, go to our website. There's a link in the description where we tell you a lot more about how these programs work in our system. There's so much to explore. So start a free trial. We got one running right now, and I will see you in the next video.